What's up, guys? Dakota here with Brandon today. We're making another video. So today's video is going to be talking about, how in today's society, the problem with today's society is that we're teaching the wrong things to people in university. We're spending
all schools.
We're spending too much time.
I
was sitting in my econ class the other day. It's a microeconomics class, and I keep hearing the professor talking about, maximizing profit,
minimizing loss,
talking about that sort of thing. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, guys.
All right. Go.
But anyway, getting back to that. Yeah, so I think the problem with society is that we're teaching people all of these things. We're just teaching people how to look out for themselves. Fuck the next guy. Who cares about him? You just got to get that money. Who cares if you're not looking out for the next guy and his interests? What's up, man? But that's what we're taught today. I think the problem with that is that we're not teaching people how to be kind towards one another and be compassionate, which is something that I feel like we're all lacking, in society
almost
today.
Everybody.
Is that we're not treating people with enough kindness and love and compassion. And instead we're teaching people, that everybody should just look out for themselves, and it's everybody else's fault if you get fucked over by somebody. So, that's what you should do, because you got to look out for yourself and you got to make money. And our whole society today, we just focus on maximizing profit, getting money, get paying the bills. Who cares about everybody else? And I think that's a huge problem.
We don't care enough about other people, and wealth inequality is a great example that illustrates that point. I think it's the five children of the Walmart, the founder.
The Waltons.
The Waltons. Pretty sure it's five of them. Just five people. 5 people.
165 million Americans?
No, 185.
Oh, 185.
They have as much money as the poorest 185 million Americans.
185 million people
equal to 185 million.
One,
and guess what? The thing is,
4, 5, 185 million.
No, listen. The truth is, they weren't even the ones that worked for this money, and they still have this much money. So for plopping out of the right vagina, they have as much money as 185 million Americans.
They're coming off pretty well, mate.
Oh, they worked hard for that money, though, mate. They shouldn't give it to anyone else, though. And then we'll probably have some asswipe in the comments section be like, but dude, they donated some of their money, so they good. They donated more than you. Well, the thing is, buddy, they have more to donate, much more to donate, and they can help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not just donating. They can create new systems.
That's a good point, Brandon.
They have enough money to create new systems to help people, to create all kinds of different systems, like create wells in countries where they need more water, to help farmers in underdeveloped countries, to send care packages to like troops, things like that. Even though I don't support the military, if we do have them in there, they are doing a job for us, and I think they should get good care while they're there. So that's just one example.
Yep. I agree with you on that, Brandon. That's a good point. But I agree that individual people, can participate in philanthropy and, give away excess money that they may have. Make donations to, good causes, to build educational buildings, like libraries and stuff like that, hospitals, that sort of thing, great stuff. But in order to, change things for the better and create a better world for everyone, we're going to need a complete economic and political revolution. Okay? And if you'd like to learn more about this, I recommend that you check out The Truths with Russell Brand on YouTube, and also read his book called The Revolution.
And if you subscribe to The Truths, if you watch The Truths, you can find out a lot of ways that you can help other people who are, facing certain challenges in the world, like people in Britain, the New Era states, they're getting kicked out of their homes basically because these are people who are living around the poverty line, and they are raising their rent. Some of the richest people, actually I think it was the richest man, one of the richest people in Britain is raising the rent prices, or is going to in the future if there isn't enough of an upheaval against that. So they're going to be kicked out of their homes. So what they're doing is they're making peaceful protests. They're participating in peaceful protests, signing petitions, and rallying with people who are going through the same thing and asking for the support of people like you. And you can sign these petitions even if you don't live in Britain. You can still sign it. It's just showing support for them. I signed the petition. Dakota didn't get the email.
I did not get the email,
but he'll sign it.
I will
sign it.
I will sign it.
Anyway, you can do things like that. There are so many things that you can do to help people. Just signing petitions, going through social media, posting on your Facebook wall or something about some issue that's going on. So there's more awareness about
what you think is wrong.
They're
protesting.
Yeah, just there's so much that you can do, and it might seem like these small changes.
Groups.
It might seem like these small changes won't do anything, but that's exactly what the people in power want you to think.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they want you to think.
Are you just going to sit around and keep being oppressed?
They want you to think that only rich people and successful, super successful, in our westernized sense of success that we've been taught since we've been born, of like money and women and stuff like that. We're taught that only people with that type of success, that type of wealth, can change the world, like Russell Brand. Well, you don't have to be Russell Brand. You don't have to have the type of money that he has. You don't have to have the intellect that he has. You don't have to have anything like that to make a change. Anyone can make a change.
As people united, we are powerful, and together we can make a change. So are you going to just keep sitting back and be oppressed and be like, let them decide, how your life should be lived, and that you should be living, at the poverty line or whatever?
Or should you live your own life?
Yeah.
Should you take your destiny into your own hands and mold your future?
Do you think that's right? Should we be not caring about the next person and screwing them over and whatnot, and not treating people with compassion and kindness like we know we should, like we've been taught since we were little children?
That's what we were taught when we were little. Or at least those were the values that we were instilled with when we were born.
And then it's weird how we grow up and then we lose those values.
You see little children, do you think little children are very, most little kids are
taught
pretty
to
good.
share and help one another. But for some reason, as we progress into adulthood, we lose these values. Why is that? That's a good question. Mm-hmm. And that's today's episode with Dakota and Brandon. And don't forget to subscribe here.
Subscribe here, subscribe below. Thank you for watching.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the accent.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for the nose.